Chapter 8. The magnetism of authentic curiosity and genuine interest in others. In a world where most people are primarily focused on themselves, their own problems, and their own desires to be heard and understood, the person who possesses authentic curiosity about others stands out as remarkably attractive and magnetic. This isn't about being nosy or intrusive. It's about having a genuine fascination with the complexity, experiences, and perspectives of other human beings. The psychology behind why curiosity is so attractive is rooted in fundamental human needs for validation, understanding, and connection. When someone shows genuine interest in who you are, what you think, and how you experience the world, it creates a powerful feeling of being valued and appreciated. This experience is rare enough that when people encounter it, they often find themselves drawn to the person who provided it. Authentic curiosity is different from polite interest or social obligation. It's a genuine desire to understand and learn from others, driven not by what you might gain from the interaction, but by inherent fascination with human complexity and diversity. People can sense the difference between someone who is asking questions because they think they should and someone who is genuinely interested in the answers. The development of authentic curiosity requires shifting from a self-focused to an other-focused mindset in social interactions. Instead of thinking about what you want to say next, how you're being perceived, or what you can get from the interaction, you focus your attention on understanding the person in front of you as completely as possible. This shift often reveals how interesting and complex other people actually are. Most social interactions remain at surface levels because neither person is genuinely curious enough to explore deeper layers of thought, experience, and perspective. When you approach others with real curiosity, you often discover fascinating aspects of their lives, thoughts, and experiences that would never emerge in typical social exchanges. Genuine curiosity expresses itself through the quality of questions you ask and the attention you pay to answers. Curious people ask follow-up questions that demonstrate they've been listening and want to understand more deeply. They ask questions that invite people to explore their own thoughts and experiences rather than simply providing factual information. The difference between surface-level and deep curiosity is evident in question patterns. Surface-level curiosity might ask, "What do you do for work?" Deep curiosity might follow up with, "What drew you to that field?" Or, "What's the most challenging part of your work?" Or, "How has that work changed the way you see the world?" Authentic curiosity also involves being curious about people's inner experiences, not just their external circumstances. This means being interested in how people think and feel about their experiences, what they've learned from their challenges, what they're passionate about, and what drives their decisions and priorities. This level of curiosity requires emotional intelligence and social sensitivity, because you need to gauge what people are comfortable sharing and how to ask about deeper topics without being invasive or inappropriate. The key is to create psychological safety through your own openness and non-judgmental attitude, making it easy for others to share authentically if they choose to. Curious people also tend to be excellent conversationalists because they know how to draw out the best in others. They ask questions that allow people to share their expertise, their passions, and their unique perspectives. They create opportunities for others to feel intelligent, interesting, and valued through the conversation. This ability to make others feel good about themselves through genuine interest is incredibly attractive because it's a form of emotional generosity. You're giving others the gift of your attention and interest. which often helps them see themselves in a more positive light and feel more confident and appreciated. The practice of authentic curiosity also expands your own understanding of the world and human nature. Every person you encounter has had experiences you've never had, has knowledge you don't possess, and has perspectives that could expand your own thinking. Approaching others with curiosity means viewing every interaction as a potential learning opportunity. This learning mindset is attractive because it signals intellectual humility and openness to growth. People are drawn to those who are still learning, still growing, and still open to new ideas and perspectives. It suggests a mind that isn't closed or arrogant, but is actively engaged with the complexity and diversity of human experience. Curiosity also involves being interested in people's stories, the narratives they tell about their lives, their challenges, and their growth. Everyone has a story, and most people rarely get the opportunity to share their story with someone who is genuinely interested in hearing it. When you provide that opportunity through authentic curiosity, you create a profound experience of connection and understanding. Being curious about others' stories doesn't mean being nosy about personal details. It means being interested in how people make sense of their experiences, what they've learned from their challenges, what they're proud of, and what they're working toward. These are the elements that make up the narrative of a person's life and reveal who they are at a deeper level. The development of authentic curiosity requires overcoming several common barriers. Many people are so focused on their own concerns and insecurities that they have little mental and emotional energy left to be curious about others. Others are afraid that showing interest will make them appear vulnerable, or will obligate them to share more about themselves than they're comfortable with. Some people avoid curiosity because they're afraid of what they might learn about others. They worry that deeper exploration might reveal differences that make them uncomfortable or might challenge their existing beliefs and assumptions. However, this avoidance typically limits their ability to form meaningful connections and understand the rich complexity of human experience. Practicing authentic curiosity requires developing comfort with not knowing, with being surprised by what you learn, and with having your assumptions challenged. It means approaching others with what Zen practitioners call beginner's mind, the willingness to encounter each person as if meeting them for the first time, without predetermined judgments or expectations. The cultivation of curiosity also involves becoming more comfortable with silence and pauses in conversation. When you ask a thoughtful question, people often need time to think before responding authentically. Being patient with these pauses and not rushing to fill silence shows respect for the person's thought process and often leads to more meaningful responses. Authentic curiosity extends beyond individual conversations to include curiosity about different cultures, perspectives, and ways of life. This broader curiosity makes you a more interesting person because you're constantly learning and growing, and it makes you more attractive because people can sense your openness and willingness to engage with diversity and complexity. When you develop authentic curiosity as a core part of how you engage with others, several things happen naturally. People seek out your company because they enjoy how they feel when talking with you. They share more openly because they trust your genuine interest. They view you as someone who understands and appreciates them for who they really are. This creates the foundation for deep attraction that goes far beyond surface-level chemistry or social performance.